Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I'm here with the second update of my 2020 Project Pan. I'm part of the hashtag Team Project Pan that was started by Kat and Hailey from Beauty News. So basically what it is you pick out an item of makeup for each different category like foundation, blush, mascara. There's also some non-makeup categories. And as you use up items, you replace it with a similar item from that same category. It's a whole year-long Project Pan. And yeah, I did it last year as well and I really liked it, so I wanted to continue it for 2020. So I'll start off by going over the products I used up over the past month. For my first update, I hadn't finished anything off, but this past month I was able to finish up 4 items, which is very exciting. So the first thing that I used up was this Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation. This was something I was also trying to pan last year, so it was a rollover product for my last project. So very happy that I was now able to finally finish it off. I did cut into the packaging to get the product off the sides. And yeah, I was able to finish this one off. So that is the first thing finished for the project. The replacement item is going to be this Urban Decay Stay Naked Foundation. I've used this a handful of times. I'd gotten it back in I think in November of last year. So I had used it a few times, but I've now been consistently using it for a few weeks. It's been a few weeks since I've used up the Too Faced foundation and I am enjoying it so far. So yeah, this will be the new foundation that I'll be focusing on for my project. The second thing I used up was my mascara, and I used it for the last time today. I have been using it for a few more months than I probably should have, but it was performing very well. But I was just sort of at the point where I'm like, I need to retire this and kind of move on to the next mascara. But this is the Benefit BADgal Bang Mascara, and I did really like it. I do have a backup of this in my collection, so at some point I will be able to use it again, but I did really like this. But that I'm now calling finished off. And the replacement mascara is going to be another Benefit one, but this is the They're Real mascara. This is one I have used like quite a few years ago. I did use this one. So I'm excited to like revisit this again. So that will be my replacement mascara. And then I did use up a few non-makeup items. So I had a hand cream that I was trying to finish up. This was the Crabtree and Evelyn Somerset Meadow Ultra-Moisturizing Hand Therapy. But yeah, I did cut into it and I was trying to focus on using this one. I just had a little bit of product left at my last update, so I really made a point of trying to use it every day, not forget about it, and I was able to finish it off. And then my replacement hand cream is something else that I was trying to finish up last year. I actually had this in my 2019 Project Pan, but then I kind of went to I wanted to just switch it up for a while, like another scent. But I'm going to go back to trying to use up this one. This is from the Body Shop. It's the Peppermint Candy Cane Hand Cream. You can see I don't have much of it left. I have kind of been using it since I've used up that Somerset Meadow lotion. But hopefully just over the next month with like daily use, or even over the next few weeks, I should be able to have this one finished off. With my hand creams, I just have a lot of them in my collection, so if I just have some with a little bit of product left, like I want to just work through those and get those finished off. So that will be my replacement item for my hand cream. And then I also have a category for a body care item. This year I'm really focused on using up my body care collection versus like buying new stuff. So anything that I think might be a little bit harder to finish off, I want to put within this project. So the product that I've used up, my first body care item for this project, was the Bath & Body Works Twisted Peppermint Body Butter. It was just a tub of body butter, so you can see I did finish that one up. And then my replacement item is another item from the Body Shop, and it's this. This is a body yogurt in the scent Mango. So far, I've only used this like 2 times. I don't know if it's something I'm necessarily going to use every day, but I figured it might be a little bit harder for me to use up than the like body creams from Bath & Body Works. I go use those every day and can get through them pretty quickly, but figure like something like this might stick around in my collection a little bit longer. So that will be my replacement body care item. So those are the items I used up for the past month and the replacement items, and now I'll go into my progress on everything else. So Firstly, for what I'm still working on, I have my primer. This is the Benefit POREfessional. You can see I have very little product left, but I just use like so little of this every day that it's just taking me a while to get through. This is probably something, once I can't squeeze out any more product, that I will cut into just so I can get all the product. So perhaps by the next update, I would say an update or two to get through the rest of it, but I really don't have much of this left. So that's where I am with my primer. Then I have my concealer. This is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Concealer, and it does from the same like line as the foundation, so I am really happy to be using them together. The concealer I do use every day, but yeah, no, like concealers, you just use a little bit of product again, so it just takes a while to get through. But working through this one, don't have a lot of like visible progress to show yet, but that is the concealer, so we'll see how long that one takes to use up, but I would say like at least half the year it will take to get this one finished. Then I have my powder, my setting powder. This is from Too Faced. It's the Peach Perfect setting powder. And I really don't have much of this left. You can see it's just a little bit of product left at the bottom. So I would say this might take me a month or two to finish off, but I'm really almost finished with this one. So very happy there. This is also something I do use every day. So slowly but surely working my way through this. Then I have my setting spray. This is technically like a primer water, but I do use that. It's like a setting spray. This is the Smashbox primer water. So if you can see my mark from last time versus this time, I'm just slowly making my way through this. I don't remember or don't use this every single day, but I'm trying to make an effort to use it as much as possible. Some days I just am in too much of a hurry and kind of forget about it. But yeah, working my way through this one. I'm pretty happy with my progress on this overall though, because I feel like I've been making consistent progress over the last few months. So that's my setting spray. Then I have my blush. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in the color Mood Exposure. So I am using this pretty much every day that I wear makeup. Blushes just take so long to go through, so I don't have any visible progress to show. We'll see, like over the course of a year, maybe I can hit pan on the blush, but yeah, blushes are just very slow moving products. So there, that's where I am with the blush. Then I have a highlighter. It's the Balm Mary Luminizer. I don't use highlighter every day, so this is just a little like deluxe size of highlighter. So not using this every single day. Again, with this one, I would be happy to hit pan. I feel like if I use this as both like a eyeshadow and a highlighter, I could possibly use it up, but at this point, I don't really have any progress with the highlighter. Then I have my like finishing powder. This is also from Hourglass. It's the Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Ethereal Light. This is something I use every day, and I have, you know, I've already hit pan on it, and I just have a little bit of product left to use, but I don't use a lot of it at a time, so it's something I'm slowly working through. But this is something I do feel like I can use up this year. So that's where I'm currently at with this powder. The pan has expanded on it, I can tell that. And then I have some eye products. So I have the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. This is something I do use every day. I have taken the stopper out, but there's just a lot of product on the sides and you just use a little bit at a time. So I definitely think I can use this up over the next few months, but I think it will take me a few months to get through the rest of it. But again, I am using this one every single day. I always use it before I apply my eyeshadow. And I do, most days I do wear eyeshadow. So working through that. And then speaking of eyeshadow, I have a single eyeshadow that I'm working on. This is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow in Sin. Now I don't wear this every single day. I do try to use it a few times a week. But you can see I have hit pan on it. My last, I think all of my updates I had pan on this one, but it's slowly expanding. But yeah, I do use it maybe like 2 or 3 times a week. So that's where I am at with the eyeshadow. This one I just kind of would be happy if I have it finished by the end of the year. I don't necessarily need it to have it finished like any sooner than that, but working on that. Then I have my liner, also from Urban Decay. It's the 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the shade Desperation. I said last time that I needed to start using this one more consistently, but you can see from my little post-it note mark, I don't have a new mark for this time. So I really have not been good about using eyeliner on a consistent basis, so this really hasn't gotten much use. So this one, again, I need to try to focus on using it consistently. Otherwise, you know, it's just gonna stay the same. So that not doing the greatest on. Then I have my brow products. So my brow products I am using every day. So I have the Benefit Gimme Brow. And this one, it still applies nicely, so I'm not really sure how much longer this would last. I would say like a few more months, but you can kind of see, I don't know what I'm showing you, just the little brush, but I do use this every day. So working through my Gimme Brow. And then I also have a brow, like a clear brow gel. This is also from Benefits, the 24-hour brow setter. And again, I do use this every day, but I've seen that like this type of product takes me like a year to finish off. So I feel like this, if I have it finished by the end of the year, I would be happy with that. But yeah, this one I do continue to use every day. Then I have some lip products. So I have my lipstick, which is from Kiko Milano. And this one I am reaching for quite a bit, but with my post-it note, I actually don't have a new mark for it. And I talked about last time that I think it's because I mark from the highest point, but really when I use it up, I'm more wearing away the lower point. So I don't think my post-it is that accurate like measure of usage, but I am using this quite a bit, sort of my go-to like lipstick as I'm like getting ready for work. It's just a very like My Lips But Better sort of color, so I can like easily wear it. So I am getting use out of it, but it's just a little bit hard for me to measure it. But that's the lipstick I'm working on. And I do have a lip gloss. So I really like to pair the gloss and lipstick together. So I have gotten some good use out of the gloss. Again, I can't really measure it that well. It is pretty like a thick formula, but this is from Bite. It's the French pressed lip gloss in the shade Flat White. So I'm using it definitely a few times a week. It's not like an everyday sort of product, but I am getting some consistent use out of this one. Just not the easiest to measure, but I'm happy with my progress on that. And finally for makeup, I have my Fresh Sugar Lip Caramel. It's just a hydrating balm, little lip balm. So I really don't have much product left. It's really hard to kind of show it, but you can see I don't have any product at the bottom. But I feel like this one will take me a few more months to get finished off. But I am using this one like every single day. So working through that. And then I have my like non-makeup items. So I already talked about my hand cream, my body care item. So the other categories for my non-makeup items are fragrance. So I have two fragrances. They're both Elizabeth and James Nirvana fragrances. I have the white Nirvana and the black Nirvana fragrance. I'm trying to use these as much as possible. I don't really use them every single day. I typically don't wear like fragrance to work, but like on the weekends I try to reach for these. So I've talked about before that these are really hard to measure because I can't see through the packaging, but I just want to get as much use of these as possible and see if I can try to use them up by the end of the year. But those are my fragrances I'm working on. Then for my skincare product, I have the Bite, the Agave Lip Scrub. I really wanted to use this really consistently, use it a few times a week, but honestly, I think I've only used it a handful of times. I just haven't gotten a good routine of using this. So this might be something I should like put in my shower so I can reach for it and remember to reach for it more often, but I really haven't gotten a lot of use out of this. So this is something I definitely want to focus on using consistently over the next month. And then finally, I have my hair care item. This is the Garnier Fructis Sleek Shot. It's like an in-shower styler. I mainly wash my hair at night, so I would only use this if I was washing my hair like in the morning. And I did that today and I forgot to use this, so I really haven't, I don't wash my hair in the morning consistently enough to get in a good habit of using this. But hopefully I can start using this one more consistently, but yeah, I haven't gotten a ton of use out of that. So that is my update. I know there's some things that I just kind of am not really good about using, but I feel there's other things I'm really close to having finished up. I feel like the powder, I'm pretty close. It might take me 1 or 2 more updates to get this powder finished off, but I'm really happy with my progress there. Also really happy with my progress on the primer. Yeah, I think those, actually also this hand cream that I just added in as a replacement item. I think these 3 items are the things I'll have finished next. So I'm happy that there are a few things that I'm making really great progress on. And then, as I said, there's just a few things that I need to be more focused on actually using. But anyway, that is my update. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.